YouTube, what's going on? It's always aiming back with another video. Man, I feel like I've been gone for a long time, YouTube. Not super long, but I've been spending time with my kids for the last maybe like 4 days in a row, just straight family time pretty much. I mean, I'm never away from YouTube and guns, because I'm always watching videos in my spare time. I got like little babies, so they take up a lot of my attention. Um, so I've been just hanging out with the fam, you know what I'm saying, spending family time with my kids, stuff like that. But I was thinking of a lot of videos that I can make um when I get back to my other place. Um but yeah, long story short, I was one of the concepts I was thinking about was let me do a video and go back in time to my very first firearm to the last one I just bought. And I'm gonna try to include even the accessories that I bought with them. So I made a long list. I just finished typing in of all the guns I ever had in my entire history. This ain't like a gun collection because obviously I don't have majority of 90% of those anymore. So I won't be able to physically show them. Hopefully I can possibly try to do a B-roll and add some little pictures or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know because this video already seems like it's going to take a long time. And that just seemed like it's going to be even more work to have to pull up all of those pictures. But you probably already know what all the guns are anyway. So I think I got all the guns. Hopefully I'm not missing none. But what I definitely don't got verbatim and accurate is the accessories. I done bought tons of stuff from Amazon when I first got into guns. Just every little teeny little thing that I can think of to just put on something. Every 20, 30, 40, $50 I got, I'm trying to spend it on Amazon and just order some shit. From lights to goddamn slings. And yeah, I didn't even put the slings on the list. So it's a ton of accessories I didn't got. But you'll be surprised at how much I spent. Now, this is my second year right now in the firearms. I started my first YouTube channel. Well, I started my YouTube channel, I think, January last year. So this January already passed, obviously. It's August, so this will make a year and 8 months. Um, so with that being said, this is basically just like a fucking collage pile of all the guns and all the money I've spent. Also, some of the guns I try to put it from what I can remember because some of them I didn't pay cash for. A few accessories and some guns I've like sold a gun to get this, or you know how that go. So I'll say 90% when I tell you the total estimate is most likely correct. Give and take a few dollars because I couldn't remember every last goddamn thing, but I remembered most of it. So it'll be roughly the number that I give you for the total. All right, so let's get it started, guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, by the way. Let me hit a puff of this vape real quick. Because this going to be a long one, man. This is going to be a long one. And I'm going to try to remember as I go. All right, so the very first gun I ever got when I got into firearms officially, legally, and all of that bull drive, my first gun, walked out of the gun store with, was a Mossberg shotgun. I paid $350 for that one. That was a 410 gauge. Yeah, long ass Mossberg, 18-inch barrel. Okay. Next after that, I got the Taurus G3C chambered in 40 cal. I paid $400 for that one. That was my first pistol. And that one was an absolute piece of crap. Honestly, I wish I didn't delete all my old videos because I would have still had all my original videos from back when I was going by the YouTube name Jungle Mag Vet. That's what most of my views, most of my subscribers remember me from that. I had all of my videos. I mean, my original first gun collection video hit like 12,000 views in a few months. It was crazy. But Yeah, so I got the G3C and 40. That was 400. So we had 750. Now I'm not gonna be able to continue. I'm not gonna be able to add all of this stuff up because at some point I'm just gonna get overwhelmed with the numbers. Um, okay, and also I do want to let you know that I think 95% of the way this is chronologically correct, give or take, maybe possibly a few, but for the most part, it's especially from like the first beginning from the Mossberg to like the halfway point, definitely should be chronologically correct. But yeah, so we got the Mossberg 410, 350. We got a G3C 40. That was 400 or 750. Then I bought the High Point 45 pistol and OD Green. Shit was nasty. I used to love that damn High Point. That was $200 right there. And I just remember something I bought for that. I actually bought yeah. And so it's so many accessories that I just forgot to put on here. So the number is definitely probably accurate when I give you the total. It probably will be accurate regardlessly because there's so many accessories that I missed. But that was 200 for the High Point 45 pistol. That's 950. And next up after that, I bought the High Point carbine 4595. Actually, that's not chronologically correct right there, but that one was $300 because I bought that one like 2 or 3 guns after. But yeah, I got the High Point 4595 for 300. Okay, I'm not counting anymore because I already forgot. All right, after that one, I got the Ruger LC carbine for 400. That one was the tactical, I guess, version. It was the LC carbine, jammed at 9mm, the Ruger. But it's two forms of that one. It was the takedown model, so you know you had the button in the middle. You can take the whole upper off and break it down. But it was two forms of. You have like the base model, where it looks like more old fashioned, like a fucking M1 carbine or some shit. And then you had the kind of tactical version where the upper looks like a free flow handguard from AR-15. So I had that one. I didn't like it because the upper was heavy as hell. The whole gun was extremely front heavy. I just didn't like it. Ended up trading that one before I was able to pick it up at the gun store. I already gave him the money, so I said, since I gave you the money, but I don't like it, and I technically you didn't transfer it to me yet because I'm waiting for the background check to finish. Let me go ahead and throw that paperwork out and put me in for this Rossi 22 Magnum rifle. So I got the Rossi 22 Magnum rifle. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 guns already. I had 6 guns. Um, Again, the High Point 4595 is not supposed to be there, but it's still roughly 5 or 6 guns or something. Okay. So after I traded the carbine, the Ruger carbine for the Rossi, I fucking hacksawed the fuck out of that one and sawed the stock off and cut the barrel myself. Took it to the range and that shit was inaccurate. Fucking was jamming. Honestly, honestly, every gun I bought from the first gun store I went to, this is funny as fuck. Every gun that I bought from the gun store, like the first gun store I ever went to that was buying guns, every single gun I bought from there had problems. That Mossberg 410, that shit had a broke ejector or some shit, and you would shoot it and you'll pull the pump back and it wouldn't put another round from the tube in the thing to lift back up and put in the chamber. That shit was broke. I forgot what you call it. It might be like a lifter or some type of piece, rail piece. That shit was broke. So I had to like manually fucking put a round in there and shit. It's like a single shot. That shit had problems. The Taurus I bought from that gun store, that shit, that 40 cal, that shit didn't work for shit. Like you would shoot it and it wouldn't put a new round in a chamber. It'll just shoot and slide to go back forward, and no round to be in the chamber. And I think the trigger wouldn't reset or some shit. I don't know if it's because I dropped it hard as fuck on the floor. Something was just wrong with it. And I also didn't like the recoil. The recoil on that fucking 40 G3C was just out of control. The shit was flying out of my hand. No matter how strong I grip it, no matter how hard I grip it, that shit was flying on my hand. I hated it. But I didn't give up on Taurus. I actually bought, you'll see in the list, I bought several more Tauruses, and those ones I had no problems. I've actually bought the same Taurus probably like 2 or 3 times. So continuing on with the list, What did I leave off? The Rossi, the Rossi 22. Okay, yeah. So the Rossi 22 I bought from that store didn't work. The Taurus G3, blah, blah, blah. Taurus G3C didn't work. The Mossberg 410 had problems. Um, Actually, no, I take that back. One gun did work, which was the High Point 4595. That one did work. That one was amazing. I loved that one. Um, I was actually looking at it on YouTube again for fucking nostalgia, but I just couldn't put myself up to buying it again. But I love it. I still vouch for it. I think that's an amazing carbine, especially if you ain't got a lot of money. You want something cool for home defense. Um, but okay, where did I leave off? Okay, yeah. So the Rossi 22 LR, I got that one. Okay, so after the Rossi, um, I bought the MKA Garriser. What is it? Garriser? I don't know. It's like some Turkish brand called Garriser or some shit. MKA AR pump action 12 gauge. That was $400 right there. It looks like a typical AR 12 gauge shotgun, nothing fancy, but it wasn't a semi-automatic. I got the pump action version. Um, and then after that, I got a Taurus G3, the full size. That was $350 for that one. And then that was all of these Tauruses that I'm about to name are 9mm. After that, I got the Taurus G3C to pair up with the G3, so I had both of them. That shit was cool. I love those Tauruses. After the not talking about the 40, I hate that one. But my 9mm Tauruses, they were amazing, no problems at all. I was everyday carrying them, fucking every day. Like I loved them. And then after that, I got a G2C for $300. Again, 9mm. So that's in total 4 Tauruses I had. Honestly, I think I forgot to put on a list. I can't remember, but I think I had 2 G3Cs. I mean, no, I already had 2 because I had one in 40, one in 9. But I think I bought another one. I can't remember. But regardlessly, I know I had 4 at the minimum in total. Okay, so after the G2C, uh, I had bought the Draco 9S. That one was for $500. Um, and I have a few accessories with that one. I had that I can remember at least. The other ones I don't remember what accessories I had on them, but I definitely had some shit on them. Especially that High Point 4595. I actually spent a lot of money on aftermarket parts. So yeah, the total cost of all of this shit at the end of the video when I get a number is actually is way off. It's actually I spent way more than that because that carbine alone I had bought like an aftermarket rail for like $75 or some shit. A bunch of shit, extended magazine for it. I had rails, flashlights and shit, all kinds of stuff. Okay, but anyway, moving on. Got the Draco 9S guys for 500. I got a pistol grip for $30. Cause like the accessories that I tell you that I'm telling you about these guns, these are the ones that I verbatimly remember, so I put them in the list. So I got the pistol grip for $30. I changed the handguard for $50, like a Magpul one, and I know I had a light on it for sure because that was my home defense. So just for the Draco alone, that was what 530, 580, 915, 905 or some shit like that. Just for everything. Wait, not 9. I'm fucking stupid. 530, 5. Okay, yeah, like 615 or 605 or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't feel like calculating those specifics. But moving on from the Draco 9S, I had started getting into my 7.62 ARPs. Once again, a lot of you might remember me from that. This is around the time when I changed my name to Chopper Shell. So I just fucking buying everything in 7.62. So I had a 5-inch 7.62 AR pistol. Now these ones I built myself. So I spent $150 on the lower, then I spent $350 on the upper. If I remember, that was from MCS Gear Up or whatever the fuck it's called. And I know I had a red dot on it from Amazon, I think from Dagger Defense. That was like $50. Uh, and then I had a 7.5-inch 7.62 AR pistol. Again, 150 on the lower, 200 on the upper. That one, I remember that one's Bear Creek Arsenal. I had this one was all red. So I had a Amazon red dot Dagger Defense, the same brand that I had for the 5-inch. I had on this one, $50 again. I had some red custom rails on it from Amazon, like the Pickaninny rails. Like that's probably like $15. And then I had a red pistol grip that was $50 because it was just honestly just a regular Magpul pistol grip. But I had it custom Cerakoted. Like I had to wait more time for them to paint it and ship it and all kinds of shit. So it was more than the regular price. The regular price would be like $30, but I paid like 50 or 60 for it, but I just put 50. And then I had a red custom hand stop I ordered from somewhere for like $50. I don't remember honestly how much I paid for it, but I think it was around 50. It might be 30, but definitely no lower than 30. But I'll just put 50. Because either way I paid fucking shipping and shit. Okay. Moving on from that one. I had a 10-inch 7.62 AR pistol. 150 for the lower, 200 for the upper. That was Bear Creek Arsenal again. And I also bought a bunch of magazines for all of those. I didn't even put those. It's all good. Those were from what the fuck is it? Damn. Duramag. Yeah, one of those was a 30 round, and the rest of them was 28 rounds. But this 10-inch bill right here, this 7.62. Like I said, I had 150 for the lower, 200 for the Bear Creek Austin upper. I had a light on it. I don't remember what the fuck it was. Some type of Amazon bullshit. $25 on that one. I had a Romeo 5. Okay, this is when I started to step my game up from the Amazon optics. Uh, so I got my first Romeo 5 um, for $140. I don't remember which one it was on. Yeah, it was on the 10-inch. Okay, so I spent like 140 on a Romeo 5 from Sig. And then I was so excited about it. I finally got my first, pretty much, I guess, I ain't gonna say top tier, but you know what I'm saying? Like, better than fucking $30 airsoft red dots, I guess. But I was excited to step my game up. So I was like, let me get another one. Um, so I had bought another Romeo 5 for like $100 this time. But this time I didn't buy it through a fucking Sig, the direct store that they have on Amazon. This one I bought from like eBay or some shit, and it turned out to be fake, and I fucking sold it. I don't know what I sold it for, but I just got rid of that shit because I found out it was fake. Um, and then yeah, yeah, one of them was real, and then one of them was fake. Um, but I did obviously keep the real one. Okay, and then after that one, I remember I sold, if this is correct, I sold it. This is when I started to grow out of my 7.62 AR pistol phase. So I got rid of the 10-inch and switched that one to a, wait, did it go that way? No. Okay, yeah, no. I fucked that up. So I did have all three. Wait, no. Okay, yeah. So I sold the 10-inch. I still had the 5 and the 7.5. I sold the 10-inch, and I sold the upper for it at least. I kept the lower, and then I ordered a 12.5 CAC Industries KAK 5.56 upper mid-length barrel. Man, I missed that AR pistol. That shit was so badass. My new AR pistol I got now is probably better than that one. But I don't know. I don't know. I think the other one, my old one, was better. But anyway, that one was $400 just for the upper alone. But that was a good ad. That was a pretty good upper. Then I had a Silver Arms folder on it for $250. And I bought 2 pistol braces. This is when the pistol brace rule first got, the injunctions and all that shit. He was able to put them back, so I quickly ordered them. Ordered me 2 of them, and they were like $55 a piece. Uh, I guess somebody was stocking up on them. I ordered them from a fucking gun broker. Um, but yeah, I got two of those, and I got a really good deal. It was like half off for both. They were the SBA 4 M4 or some shit. Um, yeah, so I got two of those. All right, and then I got the I think I sold another one. I think I did. I think I sold another one of my AR pistols. I think I got rid of the 7.5. I'm now this part I can't remember that far back. I'm not sure if I kept my 12.5 and my 7.5 and my 5 inch because I ended up buying a 16 inch 7.62 AR after that 12.5 upper that I just talked about. But I can't remember if I sold another one of the short barrel and got this one, or I just fucking bought another lower and bought an upper. I can't remember, but I do know I bought a side charger, and this is my first side charging upper. Was it? I remember. It might have been my second one. I think my 10 inch might have been a side charger too. But anyway, I got a Bear Creek Arsenal upper. This one was a 16 inch this time, 7.62. Um, in the lower on the list right here, I traded, so I might have did trade it one of those for it. But anyway, uh, I'm not even gonna include it. It's all good. But I'm just gonna include the upper because I did buy that one cash. And then I bought a pistol grip for it that was $30. Then I bought a vertical grip for it that was $30. And then that's when I completely got out of that whole phase. Like this is when I completely uh changed like my whole collection pretty much. Almost all of my guns that I previously just mentioned after this 16 inch, I sold every last one of them, literally. Um, Wait, I'm sorry. I did have, I think, yeah, I had a couple more actually. So take that part back. I'm speaking too fast. After the 16 inch ARP, I bought a Mossberg 500 12 gauge used when I went to the gun range, and I have a gun store at the gun range. And after I finished shooting, I just walked in there just to fucking see what they got. And that never works because you always walk out with some shit. And I ended up seeing this nice ass Mossberg 500. It was already customed out with a custom foregrip, a pump handle thing on it. It had like a fucking thumb rest on it. It was like FDE Magpul furniture, like the stock, the back adapter thing to put the brace the stock on the goddamn shotgun. Um, I had a Magpul FDE pistol grip. The shit was hard as fuck, and it had a heat shield over it with the little front sight, fiber optic sight or some shit. That shit was nasty. But I spent 250 on that one. Just walked straight out with it. That shit was cool. And I got a light, and I know I had a light on that one. I just put $25 because I don't remember which light, but I'm sure it was one of those Amazon ones. And then after that I got the Hell Pup 7.62. I spent $650 on that one. I bought a handguard for $50. I bought a pistol grip for it as well to match it. It was OD green. Shout out 7.62 Mike. He might remember that one. That was $30 for the pistol grip. Okay, so this is my first AK pistol right here, the Hell Pup. I miss it. And this is one gun that I for sure will buy again, because there was nothing wrong with it, like nothing. And that was the newer model too. That was the Forged Training Hell Pup. That's amazing, absolutely amazing for a budget AK, just to get into your first entry level AK or something like that, or you just don't want to spend a lot of money, or it ain't even about the money. Like Pioneer, they made good AKs. I don't care what nobody else say. I did good research on that AK. Um, some other fellow gun tuber. His name is Hatchmaster. He made a lot of documentation on his Hell Pup, and he had the old one. He had the cast one, and he went like 7,000 rounds on it, and that thing was still running. And he did a fucking thing where you no-go gauge. He did the no-go gauge test right there on camera. Nothing was broke. It passed the no-go gauge test. Man, the Hill Pup was fucking nasty. I honestly shot it like one time, like, one magazine, and I ended up selling it. Um, okay, so moving on, guys, moving on. I bought my first dagger, Palmetto State Armory dagger for $300. I had some fucking cheap ass laser beam on it from Amazon, and I don't remember which gun I had this fucking Olight on. My first Olight. I had the PL Mini 2, but it was between this one and one of the other pistols that I'm about to name. I fucking had an Olight, but okay, yeah. So now I can go ahead and say what I was about to say earlier. So around this time right here, I ended up selling all of my old guns, definitely, because I didn't have this next gun and with the other ones. So I know for a fact this is when I sold them all. So all of my old ARs, the 16-inch ARP, I mean the 16-inch Bear Creek 7.62 rifle, I sold that one for $400 and used that $400 to get my first safe, like big boy industry, industrial fucking strength safe. I still have it now. That one's cool, but I sold that one to get my safe because I until that up until this point I never had a safe, or not a actual firearm safe. I had like a fucking big ass locker cabinet that you'll see like in the fucking uh gym room in your high school or some shit, and I had all kinds of locks on it and shit. I just had shit just piled all up in there, but and I had my pistol safe, but I didn't have nothing for my own guns. I sold all my 5-inch AR. I sold my 7.5. I sold the Mossberg, the fucking Draco, everything I just named. Okay, all of that shit was gone. Just had a complete epiphany, if that's the right word, with my guns. So I got rid of all of that bullshit. I just didn't like it. Okay. Next up, and that also includes the dagger that I just said. So I ended up buying another dagger for $300. This one I had my first Siley red dot. Uh, I think I paid more than what I put on the list, but I just put 75 because I don't remember. But I had my first Siley red dot because my first dagger was OD green, stock, no MOS. The second one was all black with the slide cuts and MOS ready, and it had the suppressor height sight. So obviously I wanted to. This is around the time when I started to get into red dots. So me not knowing any better, I just bought a Siley because it was cheap, and they had pretty good reviews. They mostly have more good reviews now. Unfortunately, I had a terrible experience with Siley on my first time, and I never went back since. At least not on their red dots. I did keep, well, not on. I did stick with Siley, the brand, just not with their pistol red dots. I did have some other red dots, like the bigger ones for rifles that you'll see coming up. Okay. Now this is my new collection right here. So I had the dagger, the black one with the Sealy. Then next up I had a Glock 43X. MOS. Was it MOS? Yeah, it was. I don't think I never got a chance to put a red dot on it or some shit. But it was the MOS 43X. Paid 500 for that one. And like I said, one of these had that damn Olight on it. Um, I don't remember which one. It might have, I don't know. I probably moved it around because it was the one that you can quick detach. So I just swapped it between different guns. But actually, I think I ended up selling it. Yeah, I think I possibly sold it around the time I sold that first dagger. I'm not sure. But moving on. So as far as uh my second evolution of my gun collection. So we got the black dagger, the MOS that I just said. Then we had the 43X. And then, so that's two pistols. And then my third pistol was the FN, my first FN 509C MRD for 450. Now this is my first. Now at this point, I'm really starting to step my game way up. Like at this point, Yeah, I am still shopping on Amazon. But it's just now I have certain things that I'm just not willing to buy from Amazon. Not from Amazon, but you know, like only sold on Amazon, like airsoft quality type shit. So my FN 509 compact MRD, which is the MOS version. It's not the tactical. That was all black. I had my first Holosun on that one. Um, yeah, I spent 450 on this FN 509, and then I bought my first Holosun cash for like 350. Um, it might have been more than that because I bought this out the store, and you know they had to make their money too. I think yeah, it definitely was 350 or more. Possibly it might have been 400, 450. Honestly, I don't remember. It might have been 450, matter of fact. But I just put 350. It's all good. But I know I spent enough money because at first it was rather I was gonna buy the red dot or I was gonna buy this fucking revolver because I always wanted a revolver, and that revolver was like 400 or some shit like that. And I know I didn't have enough to buy both, obviously, but I had enough to buy either one. Um, so I was like, fuck the revolver, let me get this red dot. So that's how I know for a fact that Holosun was at least between 350 and 450. Because I once I bought that Holosun, I didn't have damn near any money left. So I bought that well, no spending money left, but you know what I'm talking about. So I got the 407K on that one for 350, and then I got my first Streamlight TLR7 sub that was 150 on there. Possibly might have been more because I think I bought it out the store. But I'll just put 150. Okay. And then next up, I had the Glock 20. My first, was this my first Glock? Yeah, I think this. Oh, sorry, I fucked the list up. This is supposed to have been the 21. So after the FN 509, I got the Glock 21. This was my first Glock. The dagger is kind of a Glock, but this is my first actual Glock. I bought a used Glock 21 from my new gun store that I go to. Cause at this point I stopped going to the first one, the one that didn't sell me working firearms. So I got the Glock 20. That one was 550. And oh, sorry, I keep saying Glock 20. I got the Glock 21 for 400. Okay, that was a Gen 3. And then I realized that the Gen 3 was fat as fuck, and I sold the lower and bought a small frame lower for 175. And then I bought a light, like an Amazon light. At this point, I was still buying lights from Amazon because I don't mind like Amazon lights. I mean, just the fucking light, especially if it's not like shit hit the fan light, not like that. I mean, you don't need no fucking Surefire just to EDC some shit or to shine a light in a little ass apartment or even a moderately sized house. Is not that serious, in my opinion. So I mean, even to this day, well, I don't know. I probably won't go back to no Amazon lights. I don't think so, but yeah, probably not. But I don't necessarily knock them. But the red dots definitely, probably fucking not. Most likely not, unless it's strictly a fun gun or some shit I just want to look at just because it's cute. But anyway, let me take a hit of this vape. All right, guys. So after the Glock 21, I bought a Glock 20. That one I spent. This one I had. Okay, this is what I did with the Glock 20, right? And I just remember some shit that I forgot to put on here. This was my most expensive fucking. My second most expensive Glock. It's tied between that one and this one right here. But my dumb ass, when I sold this Glock 21, when I bought that SF lower, excuse me, now I remember what I did. I actually didn't sell the lower to that one. I kept the lower and I got the small frame lower, put it on a 21, and then I had the small frame. I mean, then I had the old frame, and then I said, hey, well, instead of me selling this frame for money, why don't I just buy upper and then I'll have another Glock? Because now at this point I'm in the Glocks now. enter a more higher status of guns, outside of Tauruses and shit like that. So I said, okay, cool. I bought me a Glock 20 upper for $550. It's between 450 and 550. Honestly, I don't think it was 550. It might have been, I don't know, between 450 and 550. But I bought that upper. That shit was expensive as fuck. Plus tax and all of that. It was definitely 450 or above. I can't remember if it was 550 or 450, but that shit was expensive as hell. So I bought that upper brand new, non-MOS. Yeah, it might have been 450, but bought the Glock 20 upper. Let's just say 450. Okay. Then I put that one on a lure that I had. Okay. But then I realized, well, now I'm back to square one with this fat ass lure that don't fit my hand, with this fucking high powered ass 10 millimeter. So I ended up this time, now I sold that lure and I bought another SF lure. So now I bought two SF lures. So now I got the Glock 20 and the Glock 21, both of them with SF lures. Okay. That lure was $200. And I bought another light, the same brand. Actually the brand was Chrome Hawk. Never had no problems out of them. There was like 1,300 lumens, very, very bright, blind the fucking shit out of you. But yeah. So I had matching lights on both of them. They was looking cool, like little fucking Power Ranger twins. Both of them Gen 3. Okay, so next up, moving on, I bought my second FN. I bought an FN 57 for $800. This was the FDE lure. I think it was the second generation FN 57. And this is another gun that I possibly might buy again just for nostalgia, because this was my favorite gun and my most expensive pistol. Actually, yeah, I'm tripping. That was the FN 57 was my most expensive handgun. That shit was literally $800 plus tax. So that one had the FDE lure and a black frame, because the all FDE one was pushing on to 1,000. And honestly, I could have bought whatever the fuck I wanted, but it's just like, I'll just save money just getting the FDE one with the black. Because obviously everyone wants to charge an extra $150 or $200 just because the color. So I was like, fucking kiss my ass. You're not about to, it's not that serious. So I got the FN 57, guys, for 800. And then I got my first TLR 1 HL high lumens. That was 150 on that one. And at this point, you should be able to see most of these guns in my shorts, because at this point, this is when I was named Chopper Shell, and I still have majority of those videos. Well, I have most of these guns on my shorts. I should. I definitely have all my FNs on there. And then after that FN, I bought my third FN, had the FN X45. This is another gun I might buy again. Actually, yeah, I think I am going to buy that one again. That might be my next gun, actually. But I had an FN X45 non-tactical for $500, brand new. The FN 57, that was used, by the way, and still $800. But and it's crazy because the price is still the same, even for used. Every now and then you might get lucky on Gunbroker, find one for like $7. Yeah, I did find a lot of them for $700, but those were the all black ones. I wanted the FDE one bad. Nah, I'm mad I didn't get the all FDE one. But anyway, so I got the FNX 45. This was the longest gun that I had to wait to get. It took me about a month to get this gun. This was around the time when it was like snowing, I think. Yeah, like last winter or some shit. It was like snowing real bad and all kinds of shit. And the trucks that do the shipping, it was like backed up. And man, I swear I waited like a month or like a month and a week for this gun, bro. This shit was so fucking long. But I finally got it. Slapped the TLR. I believe I did put a TLR H1 on here, because I know I had two. I definitely put one on the 5.7. Again, you can watch the shorts. You'll probably see it in the shorts. But I think I did have, yeah, I think both of my FNs, I think all of my FNs had TLRs on it, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so just to recap, got the FNX 45, 500, TLR 150. Moving on, we got the Micro Draco. This is when I started to get back into AKs at this, because before this purchase, I didn't have any 7.62s. I only had my 12.5 AR. That's the only one that I kept out of my old AR collections and shit. I guess I fucked the story up because now that I just remembered, but I sold all of my old ARs except that one. So all the 7.62 ones, I sold them. The Hell Pup, I sold it, but I did keep my 12.5 5.56. I love that one, so I kept that one. And I wanted to get back into the 7.62 game, and fucking Mike 7.62 Mike ass was fucking tempting me. Just keep watching him with his damn Draco. So like, fuck it, man. I need to get back. I need to get back because we call each other Chopper Bros. Unfortunately, I kind of fell off with the 7.62 now, as if fucking today you're watching this video. I'm not as eager. I'm not really big on AKs anymore in 7.62. But at the time, I was like fucking straight 7.62. Like, I was in love with everything about the round. I love AKs, all of that shit. So I got the Micro Draco, guys, for 750, and I got the Mini Draco. I bought both of those on the same day. Both of those was 750, so that's 1,500 for both of those. I remember that day. I fucking spent. I got paid, and yeah, I just said fuck it, just bought both of them because I was getting paid a lot of money on my old job. So I bought both of those in one check. That was 1,500 both of those. And then the next check after that, I bought the to finish the collection. Again, you can watch my shorts and you'll see I bought the full size Draco. So I had, at this point now, I got all three Dracos. I got the full size, I got the mini, I got the micro. The full size Draco 750 as well. And then I bought the CNC Warrior brace for $220. I bought the Bravo mount for it with $75. I bought the Siley Red Dot T3 for $75. Okay, so that one was hooked up real good. When I do decide to get another AK, I'm probably going to get my full size back. Between that or the Hell Pup, most likely it's going to be the full size because I fucking missed the shit out that one. Like the micro and the mini, I don't care. I don't care much about those. They were just like for YouTube and shit, or just a well, at least the Micro Draco. I mean, it was just like a nostalgia thing. Like everybody, you know how we is now. Like everybody want a Micro Draco. It just looks cool. It's fun to shoot. But at some point in the next 5 or 10 years or something, the next generation, the kids grow up. They're not going to be into all the guns that we're into now. We're all going to be old as fuck, and all the guns that we thought was cool then, they're going to have the new age of guns. So guns like that, like, just got a place in my heart. Like, man, I remember when this gun was the shit. So guns like the 5.7, the Micro Draco, those is guns like that I would buy again just because they were hot shit. Okay. So with the new wave of guns now in my safe, we're looking at, I had the yeah, because this is the end right here. This is the end of that wave. Now I basically had 3 waves of me collecting guns. So this is the end of the second wave. So to recap, you guys, I know this is a bunch of shit going on right now, but in a new wave in my safe, I'm looking at the 12.5 AR, all 3 Dracos, the FN 509, the FN 57, the FNX 45, and the Glock 2021. I actually ended up selling the 21 eventually. And I think I sold both the Glocks, honestly. And I just had my 43X. Yeah, so and I think I sold that dagger too as well. So I had the 43X. Yeah, that's what it was. I had the 43X, had all 3 of my FNs, and that was all the pistols. And okay, yeah, that's what I remember. So I did buy another Taurus G3C. That's what it was, because I had a Taurus G3C too. I remember now, because I used to put that shit in my pocket because I didn't want to bring my FN 509 out because it was, you know, it had the light and all that shit red dot on it. And I didn't feel like putting a holster on just to go outside and do some shit, just to walk across the street to the gas station or some shit. So the Taurus was just so easy to just slip in my pocket and just have my coat pocket, nobody would know. So yeah, I had that one as well. Okay, so now we're moving on to the final chapter, which is currently what you're watching now, fucking 2024 August. This is the final wave of, well, not final, like I'm fucking not here anymore, but you get what I'm saying. This is the current wave. So all of those guns, once again, I sold them all. YouTube, sorry about that. My fucking bitch ass phone died. But I'm glad I remembered where the fuck I left off at. So, so anyway, like I was saying, um, this is moving on to the point where now I'm at my current phase. Now, like I said, I sold all my guns from the first wave, the second wave. All of those guns are gone. I have no more remnants of them, no accessories, nothing. Sold everything. I was about the second month into me selling everything. At this point, I just stopped watching gun videos because it just made me feel some type of way. It's like, what's the point of even keeping up with the gun community? At this point, I'm not even, you know, I'm not even a part of it. Like, I don't buy guns, I don't go to the range, I don't do anything. I can't make a fucking YouTube video about guns because goddamn, I don't have any, you know. So I was just away from YouTube, guys, honestly, for almost like, I think it was like 8 months, like an 8 month break. But it started to get to the point where at this point now I'm working, I'm getting good money because I also I had stopped working at my old job as well. I had left that company. And that's when I had started my own business. And I was just taking a break from working. I just wanted to work for myself for a little bit and just kind of relax because I just been through a lot of shit with my old job, all those crazy hours, and you know, the whole fucking rat race game, guys. So just took a little break from working. I was enjoying buying cars again and my nice ass Charger. Uh, yeah, got my own business. I was, you know, doing my car wash thing, making money off that, just chilling. But that 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 bug in me, that gun bug, started to slowly itch away. Okay, and it got to the point where I couldn't take it no more. Like at this point, I just started to really feel really bad. Like, man, this shit ain't cutting it. Like I'm just not into cars like I used to be. Nothing gives me the feeling like guns used to do. Like that shit, I miss the community so much. I miss being on YouTube. I miss fucking buying guns and looking up accessories and watching other people gun collection videos. Cause I used to see a lot of you guys videos posting like 762 Mike, goddamn Dress to Kill Tay, all my other favorite bigger YouTube channels, Honest Outlaw, Calling on the War. I started to see people showing new gun collection videos and new shit going on. I always would see the updates. I just wouldn't click on it because I didn't want to tease myself. But at some point, I started to click on the videos. You know, again, the bug started to itch. So it got to a point where, like, man, at the end of the day, shit, I'm about to get back into it. Like, I can't keep sitting around. I started to feel some type of way that I'm sitting around with no gun. And now I'm not exercising. I'm Second Amendment right. I just got a concealed carry permit for no reason at this point. I'm not even fucking using it. So, bam, there you go. I jumped back in it. I didn't jump full-fledged back in it like I am now. I kind of worked my way slowly. So, okay. So, my first gun of my current wave of guns, I bought a fucking single shot Irma. Yo, I don't even remember what the brand, I don't know what the fuck this was, but I was just like, man, I gotta have something in this motherfucker. Like, somebody kicked this door and I gotta be able to shoot their ass with something. I just bought the cheapest fucking thing that I could find. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna buy a fucking Taurus, nothing like that. I'm not doing that again. But at the end of the day, you can't go wrong with a shotgun because that shit is nothing has the stopping power of what a shotgun does. Like, uh, other than like a rifle, and shotgun damn near is more devastating than most of these rifles. Honestly, that 12 gauge no joke. And the thing about the shotguns, like it don't cost much to get in it. Like you can get a nice Mossberg, a nice little entry shotgun, $200. My gun shop used to, I had a whole fucking trash bin full of shotguns for like $150. So like, let me go up here and just see if they got some random shotgun that I can just walk out the store with, basically. And they actually didn't, but they had shotguns, but they didn't have like the big ass bucket full of used Mossbergs and shit for like 200, 250, 150, whatever. But so the only thing they had was this fucking Elmer Fudd shotgun. It was like a fucking single shit. It wasn't even a double barrel. Yo, that shit was like a literally one barrel. You shoot the round like a revolver in a shotgun. Like you pull the hammer back, you shoot the round, you push the button, it's a break open, that's what it's called. You break it open and the shit ejects the round out, you load it back up. So I bought that shit. Took that motherfucker home and I was toying around with it, fucking around. And I'm just looking at the thing like, man, what the fuck did I buy this bullshit for? Like, come on now. I got too much experience to buy some shit like this. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this one Elmer Fudd barrel shotgun? Like, this shit ain't gonna do shit. So I ended up literally going back to the store and like talking to it, because at this point, my gun store, like we like family. Like I'll go there, just sit on the couch and just watch TV, and we'll talk about guns for fucking hours. Like literally, I'll be in there all day, like 4 hours. Like it ain't even got to be about buying nothing. We just talking about guns. Like we just have so much fun. So I went back there and I hollered at the boss lady. Like, hey, boss lady, look, I'm sorry. Like, I explained to her I just got back in the guns. I just wanted something. But honestly, like, we both know that this shit ain't me. Like, this shit is stupid as hell. I don't know why the fuck I bought this. So she like, nah, you're cool, man. I know you. Like, you like family. So, long as everything cool, you ain't fucking break it or nothing, it's all good. So she gave me my money back, and I ended up just, so like I said, I didn't jump fully back into it. Okay. So now it's like, all right, I got to get something that I can carry with me and that can possibly protect the house. So I bought a Glock. Okay. Got back in the Glock. Got my first, well, not my first Glock, but I bought me a Glock. Okay. I got me a Glock 17 Gen 3. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Okay, yeah, I spent like 400 on that one, guys. So at this point, this was my only gun for like 2 months, something like that. Um, Now at this point, I'm slowly getting back into guns in the gun community and watching more videos again. Um, but I still didn't jump full fledged into it. Okay, like ready to make YouTube videos. I think I posted like a short, something like that. If you look at my shorts, you'll see Glock 17. I posted like a simple little short just showing my Glock, like, I'm back, shit like that. But I wasn't all the way back yet. Um, so I had that Glock 17 for maybe like 2 months, and I wasn't really doing too much. And then the bug fully ate at my brain, and it was a wrap. That's when I started to go crazy again and get back into it. And now I'm all the way back. I'm ready to make videos. I'm ready to just everything gun, 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 gun. Like when I'm into something, guys, that's the thing about me, and the reason why my story is so weird for you to probably understand is because the way I am is when I'm into something, I'm all the way in it. I'm 150%. Like I'm studying it, I'm living it, I'm eating it, I'm sleeping it, I'm dreaming about guns. I'm on the toilet taking a shit, I'm watching a gun video, I go to sleep listening to fucking gun documentaries and history and World War II shit. You get what I'm saying? Like that's always been me. Like anything I do. I also like to play video games. So along the time when I was taking those long ass breaks away from guns, I was getting back into games as well. Other than money stuff like my business and all of that shit, money, whatever. I got back into video games. Okay. I wasn't gaming as much because I was strictly into guns. I didn't have time for it because there's always a new video to make or to watch. So I was playing games a lot between that 2 months when I had that Glock 17. Um, and then I fully got back into it and said, you know what, fuck these games. I'm tired of, because that's all I play is shooting games too. Once again, everything is gun related. So at that time, I was giving all of my energy into video games again. I was even posting to my old gaming channel, some of my Halo gameplays and Call of Duty and stuff like that. So I don't know. It just the games just didn't feel right. It's just like I don't know. It's just not the same. I guess because I'm getting older. It's like I don't know. I just don't feel right getting. I'm just getting too old. I got kids now. Like I'm playing fucking once again. The reason why I'm telling you this is because when I do something, I do it all the way. So if I'm playing a game, if I'm on a game type phase, I'm playing that shit for 8 hours all night, stand up all night type of shit. You get what I'm saying? If I'm into guns, I'm all day, every day guns. You get what I'm saying? If I'm at work, I'm watching gun videos. I'm listening to some shit. Like that's how it is. So I started to feel some type of way about the games. Like, I'm not about to keep playing this damn game all day and not making money that could be going to my guns and going to other shit and, my kids and shit. So all of that helped me get back into where I am now. The more mature, elevated, sophisticated me and ready to get back into YouTube. So I decided to go ahead and get another gun after my Glock 17. And that's when I got my ARP from Palmetto State Armory, the one that you see now in my videos. I spent $400 on, I spent $500 on that one. That was an 11.5. Again, just look at my videos, you'll see how that one looks. And then I spent $350 on the EOTech, $50 on some backup sights, $30 on a pistol grip, $30 on an angle grip, $160 on a Streamlight. Now this Streamlight, I don't remember what the fuck it was, but I sold some shit, and I think the money that I got from, the money that I got from that, I used that 160 to get the Streamlight. So that one I didn't use like my own 160 out of my own pocket. I just don't remember what the fuck I sold because all I had was the Glock 17, guys. So I have no idea what I sold, but I know I sold some shit to the gun store and I can't remember. I traded some shit or something. I don't know. But yeah, and then I got a coupler for it. Everything that you see on my ARP. Just go check the video out. But anyway, and then I got the Glock 19. Spent $450 on that one. I sold that slide and got me a 45 MOS slide because when I got back into firearms, I didn't fully. At this point, I'm getting back into it, but I'm trying to figure out what direction I want to go. Because at this point, I done been through two expensive waves of buying guns. You get what I'm saying? And at this point, I know better. I know a lot of things that I don't like and I do like. I had different brands, and I'm not trying to go down that same expensive road again, buying unnecessary shit. So I decided to. At first, I was going to say I just want to be bone stock Glocks and whatever pistols I get. I don't need to get all the fancy goddamn stream lights and red dot sights and shit. But that didn't last long. I started getting back on YouTube again and started to understand why I liked red dots to begin with. Back on my second phase of guns when I had the FN 509. And it's like, yeah, I gotta get red dots. They just too badass, and it makes sense because they're easier for me to shoot. I just like the way they look, the way the guns are set up with the red dots and stuff. So it's like, you know what, I gotta get the red dots. I mean, I don't have to have them on all of my guns, but at this point, I made my mind up that I'd rather have quality than quantity, basically. So again, I'm more mature now. I understand different concepts of guns and what I like. I'm not just into buying stuff just because it looks cool or keeping up with the Joneses and trying to show off for YouTube, not like that. Like I made a conscious decision that this is what I want to do. You get what I'm saying? And however hard I gotta work, I'd rather have 3 guns that are suited and booted with everything that I like, no matter the cost, versus like my old me, where I'll have 20 guns in the safe with a bunch of Amazon fucking lights and shit on it. So I bought the Glock 19, guys. I sold the non-MOS slide. That was a Gen 4 Glock 19, by the way. That was 450. Sold that slide because I decided to get into red dots. Bought me a 45 slide, MOS. And then yeah. And then I got the 19X right here. Got my 19X. And with the 19, I finished that build up. Again, you can watch my recent videos and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm just gonna tell you everything. So I got the hollow sum right here. That was how much was this? Okay, yeah. The money that I got from selling this slide, the old slide, the 19, I used that and got the hollow sum. Okay, that's how that worked. TLR, I bought cash. That was 175. Literally 175. And the suppressor height sights, 45. And I put these on myself. I bought the whole toolkit because I'm into doing most of my own work. Okay, then I got me the Olight PL3S for my 19X. And then this is around the time when my birthday was coming, and my birthday gift to myself was a Glock 47. These two are used firearms. This one is brand new. And this one, I just today, as I'm making this video, I'm finishing this build up for this one. I just ordered a Streamlight TLR H1 for this one. And this 47, the 19X, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. The 19X was $725. Excuse me, the 19X was $500. The Olight was $80. This right here was $725 brand new. My TLR that I just paid was $158. And I'm obviously still in a few days I'll be ordering my red dot sight. So make sure you guys stay tuned for my next videos so I can show you my 47 build. And that will complete the story, guys. That is it. YouTube, my dumbass forgot to tell you how much the total costs were. How much the total cost was from my first gun to now. I spent in total, including now, between my first wave of guns, my second wave of guns, and all the guns I just recently bought now, 2024, I spent a total of $18,750. 18,750, almost $20,000. Now, like I said, in reality, it's actually probably much more than that, maybe like a couple hundred more, because I'm not including all the accessories that I bought and magazines and all of that. I've included some accessories that I can remember, but it's just honestly too many to remember. So yeah, that is my entire chronological, hopefully correct, but that is my entire journey, guys. That is it. I hope you guys made it to the end of the video. If you're asleep, wake your ass up. No, I'm just kidding. Hope I didn't wake you up if you're asleep. If you're like me, I go to sleep to long ass videos like these, but I just wanted to give my subscribers a good story on where the fuck I've been at, what's been going on. And yeah, guys, just stay tuned in with me. This will probably be the longest video I've ever recorded, but I watch a lot of Mishiko. His videos literally be fucking hours and hours long, and I go to sleep to him. So maybe I'll find some of my subscribers that won't mind listening to me while they going to work, or taking a long ass drive, or going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Put you to sleep You know what I'm saying? Just conversation, guys. Every video don't have to be educational necessarily. That's is you know I'll make specific videos like that and gun reviews and stuff, but I make various different contents, and a lot of my content I might just be talking. We all men. We into guns. We be having guy talk. Okay, we come to my channel. We just men. We talking about guns. We interacting with each other. Y'all watching my videos. Y'all leaving comments, and we just having fun. Okay, so if I get long winded, if you don't like it, feel free to go watch somebody else, or watch the video until you don't feel like watching it. I really don't give a damn. I'm just doing this because I don't have anybody to talk to in person with this type of stuff. All I got to talk to you guys. That's why I'm on YouTube. So I just get the thoughts off my mind off on these videos, and I'm just coming to you as a regular person. You know what I'm saying? But that'll pretty much wrap up this video, guys. I will be making a gun collection 2024 video. I'm not going to say soon. I don't want to spoil anything because I want to finish up most of my builds and get a lot of my I gotta rebuild. Honestly, I'm not really into building necessarily a collection at this point, but I'm more of on the lines of building an arsenal. It's everything that makes sense. Everything I have right now is has a purpose, and I want to kind of keep it that way, kind of keep it small and tight. But I definitely have a few more pickups I'm probably going to be getting into, so I don't want to make the gun collection video too early. But I'm probably not going to be making any. I'm not going to be updating you guys on any of my other builds. Probably I'm gonna probably skip a few guns. That way, when I make the video, it'll be a surprise. Because if I show you individually every gun as I'm building it, like I've been doing these three, what's the point of the gun collection video? Because, if you're subscribed, you already know what the fuck I got. So, yeah, I don't know how to go. But like I said, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It's always aiming. And stay tuned in. Peace.